Offline. We have played our second game of Risk Legacy. This time with it was me and then two other people that hadn't played before. So it was kind of, I think that's one thing that Risk Legacy offers. I mean, technically so does Pandemic Legacy, but this game feels like you can more easily switch between players and it's not a big deal. So let's see what happened. Well, first off, we got a new winner. Carissa won the game, and I was actually eliminated. She was the Saharan Republic, started in Argentina. Mike was the Khan Industries and started in Madagascar, and I was the Enclave of the Bear and got eliminated on the final turn of the game. I started in Eastern Australia. And a lot of why I got eliminated was I made the classic Risk mistake of stretching myself too thin to take all of Asia, and then got invaded from Alaska, and after that it was all over. So as far as permanent changes go, like I said, Carissa won. She founded a major city here in Yakutsk. And then, so since she founded a major city, in future games she will be allowed to start in that region. Normally you cannot start in a place that has a scar or a city, but now she'll be able to do that. And then down here in Central Africa, Mike, who held on, founded a minor city. Also during the course of the game, Eastern Africa or East Africa has developed a ammo shortage, so that's going on there. And also, since I was eliminated from the game, we were able to open this packet. Open the first time a faction is eliminated from the game. So what was in there? Well, let's look over here. We've got these. First one says, war is hell. Sometimes a faction finds itself driven to the brink of extinction. That's when they find a way to rebuild. In this package are blue comeback powers that are to be used on a faction the next time it is knocked out or eliminated from a game. Each faction can have only one comeback power. The player controlling the eliminated faction chooses a comeback power and places it on the blue slot on his faction card. From now on, whenever a faction with an empty blue slot is knocked out or eliminated, the controlling player chooses a comeback power and places it on the blue slot of his faction card. Place the sticker from the evolution card onto the rulebook in the matching box. There are also new scar cards to be used in future games. So in the rulebook, right here, we place this here. When a faction with an empty blue slot is knocked out or eliminated, the player controlling that faction chooses its comeback power. So the comeback powers will go in this slot right there. Enclave of the Bear didn't get one this time because it said the next time a faction is eliminated. So let's see what these comeback powers are. Mobile. At the start of your turn, you may move one headquarters you control to an adjacent territory you control. Headquarters cannot share a territory. Convincing. You gain one extra troop in mercenary territories. Well supplied. When defending, you are unaffected by ammo shortage cards. Resourceful. As long as you expanded into a city territory, you draw a resource card, even if you didn't conquer a territory. Stealthy. You may place some or all of your recruited troops into one unmarked, unoccupied territory. This is not an expansion. And well armed. Add 1 to all of your attack dice when attacking an HQ. All right, and then the scar cards that came in there were 3 mercenary cards. You may play this card at the start of any player's turn. Place the mercenary scar onto any unscarred territory. The player who controls that territory will gain 1 troop in that territory at the end of his turn. So unlike normal where you gain troops at the beginning of your turn, the mercenary will give you an additional troop at the end of your turn, which definitely could be useful. We also still have 1 ammo shortage scar and 1 bunker scar left. And that's pretty much it. You can see we still have 3 of these packages and both of these still to go. And yeah, as we get future games going, I'll let y'all know what happens. So until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.